everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. I have my sister with me today.
Hello.
Tapping Flamingo. She's over her YouTube channel is Tapping Flamingo, and she also has one called Be Creative with Terry Jeanette. And today we have some Middie dolls with us. And I thought it would be interesting to hear, it's kind of an interview. Terry.
Yes.
Now that you have actually touched a Middie doll, let's do a video about that. So my thoughts are, we've got two non-stock Middie dolls and then a stock Middie doll. And this is the first time she's seen one physically in person, holding it in her hand, all that good stuff. So I wanted to know, what did you think about these before you actually had one in your hand and you could physically see it? What were your thoughts?
So the first time I saw these, of course, was on YouTube. I saw everybody talking about them, different collaborations that people were doing. And I was like, oh, they're cute, you know, whatever. And I just didn't really think about it. But then as I started watching the videos and watching them play around with them, I thought, well, they're actually kind of cute. And I'm like, So I asked Tammy about them, how much they were, you know, where I could get them. And so I started doing a little bit of shopping. And then she had these two. And then she bought that one. And she said I could have one of these.
Yeah. And
so now that I actually have them in my hand, I have to be honest with you, it was hard to pick which one. I think they're really, really cute. When you compare them, they're very, very different than this gal right here in a lot of different ways. I mean, if you look at the face is really different. The body's different. Now, you changed the body on this.
Yes,
piece,
both
right?
these dolls, I changed the bodies out. They originally had the jointed bodies, but I didn't like how floppy they were. So I got some, they're not actually stock bodies, but I went ahead and found some fakey type non-stock. I don't know what you want to call them, but they're not the real deal. And I did some videos. I did like 3 videos because they were a pain in the you-know-what. But I managed to get them switched out. And I do like them better, these non-stock. I like them better on this body. But they're still, I don't know, like I agree with Terry, they're so different than the stock, you know.
Yeah, it's almost like they're two different dolls, you know. This one's definitely cuter, but these are really cute too. I mean, look at the face. It was hard for me to choose between these two, which one, but I really like, her hair's really, really soft, and I like the blue, but I'm glad I've got one now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tammy.
You're welcome.
I'll have to say she's going to be a lot harder to sew for. So this gal here really doesn't have a lot of clothes. Fortunately, Tammy, she passed along this really pretty dress. Didn't you do a video on this?
Yes, yeah.
She got this off of an Etsy seller?
Yes,
was it?
Vooney Shops on Etsy. It's one of my favorite little shops. They
Really
have really
cute.
cute dresses, both through the Middie and the Neos. So,
So I got lucky there too.
yeah. Well, I can't give you a naked doll.
Oh no.
I mean, she's got no skivvies on, but
Oh, that's right. She doesn't. I didn't even notice that.
yeah.
She's going commando.
As far as the size goes, did that surprise you at all at how their size was compared to the Neo size?
No, I figured they were. Now I have to be honest with you. I was kind of getting, because aren't they minis? Aren't there ones smaller?
They're smaller. They're petite ones.
Petite, yeah. And I was kind of getting this and those mixed up.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I knew these were going to be quite a bit smaller than these gals up here.
Do you have a petite?
No.
Oh, I'll have to bring a petite maybe next time I come by. So,
yeah, we can check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
I love, put it this way, these are my favorite.
The Neo size.
Right. But I really like her. She actually might be fun. You know, like I do a lot of traveling and I do like to bring my dolls.
Yes.
But sometimes these are a little too big. And this would be a good size to bring traveling.
So these are about 8 inches, and they are nicer to travel with because of their size. They're quite a bit smaller, whereas you know the Neos are almost a foot. You know, plus their heads are so big. You know, that's it's mostly head.
Well, and I just have to share something that happened to me. So it wasn't one of these. It was my mini me. I took on a trip with me, and I could not bring her inside where we were going, and I left her out in the car. Don't do that. Do not do that. I thought I ruined her. Fortunately, she's okay, but she got are there elastic or something in her joints?
No.
She was really like flimsy and floppy.
Right. Maybe
And
the heat.
It was the heat. It was in the car. It was
right.
really
so
hot.
the plastic on the body,
whatever was inside. I mean,
some.
she got once she got colder again, the room more of a room temperature. She was okay.
Oh, interesting.
But with her, see, if I would have taken her, I could have wrapped her up and put her in my purse.
Yes. Yeah, they are. Like, if you know, like if she sat her down, she would fit in a purse really easily, and I've done that a few times. And yeah, I agree that that's one reason I kind of do. I'm starting to warm up to these little dolls. And just FYI, so the stock midi size, as far as price ranges go, it's interesting. When I first started getting back into doll collecting, I was under the assumption that the smaller the doll, the less expensive she would be. Not necessarily the case. It really has more to do with how many of that particular doll there are, how popular they are, that kind of thing. So this particular doll, she cost me $128, including shipping and tax and all that good stuff. And there are a couple of dolls similar to her now in the 100 to 120-ish still you can find. But there are some dolls, like there's the Lemonade doll. I'm trying to remember what her name is. But she's the only tan, midi doll that I know of. And I'd really like to have her, but she's about $250.
For this size?
Yes. So size doesn't necessarily dictate cost. Same goes for the non-stock. You would think the non-stock are going to be less expensive than the larger Neo size non-stock. And again, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes I've seen these dolls anywhere from $25 or something. And, if you gotta shop around, but the Neo size, you'll be able to find them for that price pretty easly. Typically, it varies on AliExpress. So that's something that is kind of interesting. You think that the smaller dolls are going to be cheaper. That's not the case.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then just like any other doll, you've got the clothing situation. And one nice thing about the larger Neo size is they can wear some Barbie clothes and Skipper. And there's other dolls that are 1/6 scale, Creatable World, if you can find those anymore. Those are great.
So what scale is she? What would you... So those are 1/6.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll look that up because... obviously she's smaller than 1/6. So.
Yeah, well, one thing I had asked Tammy is she like a Skipper doll? Remember Barbie had a little sister Skipper? But I guess these gals are more the Skipper size.
Yes, their bodies are more Skipper size.
So.
Right, and Barbie's bigger, than the Neo size, but not a massively amount bigger.
They can wear.
Yes.
Well, I've got Barbie clothes that they can wear.
So I just thought it'd be good to show you a comparison, and there's lots of
there's a big difference
to see the difference there. So I've got Malibu here. She is a non-stock AliExpress doll, and then this is the stock doll. So, and you can see here's a couple inches, head's way bigger. Okay,
she comes to her shoulders.
Right, yeah, and so you're falling into territory of different clothing, different shoes. You've got to keep that in mind. But I am warming up to these little dolls.
It's a good thing I like bare feet. Yeah. Because all my dolls.
Yeah.
I got some shoes, but
yeah.
bare feet.
And I think I have my eye on a couple of these midis now. Like I said, I really would like the tan one, but I'm not ready to spend $250 on. I like them, but I don't like them that much. Would I spend another $100 or so? Yes, I would do that on this doll.
So the more tan ones are more expensive?
Well, she's just limited, and she's popular. It's hard, there's not as many of her. They know they think they can get more money for her. I guess there's, a lot of, different reasons. Whereas dolls that aren't as, for whatever reason, not as popular, they're not, they don't cost as much.
Right. Okay.
So, and I do remember when she originally came out. I'm trying to remember what year that was. And, kicking myself now I didn't get her. So, and I actually am hoping that Good Smile comes out, because they don't produce these. That's another thing. They don't produce the Junie Moon, who is the designer behind these dolls who creates these dolls with Good Smile Company. They don't produce them like they do with the Neos. The Neo dolls, there's probably one out every month. A new release every month.
Wow.
Yeah, yep. These, they don't do that. They don't come out as often, and they're not as popular. So so there's that. But I mean, they have a couple right now that I got my eye on that I'm probably gonna get in the near future. Because this little doll just really these I liked, and then this one kind of cinched it for me.
I have to say, there's something I've noticed. These versus these. Mm-hmm. Look at their lips. They all have that little. She doesn't.
No, she's got like more of like a pouty.
It's almost like they put a magic marker and made a little. I don't know why. Little tick marks.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Why? Does anybody know?
Who knows? Who knows?
Because these don't have that.
Oh no, they don't. No,
yeah,
no. I mean, and there's different, there's different molds and that kind of thing. But the Middies don't have as wide of a variation as far as the Neo stock dolls do when it comes to the molds, the face molds and stuff. Because they just, like I said, they don't make as many.
Yeah.
And these, who knows? Like I agree with Terry, and I think I've said this in a video. They just look so different. When you put them together, they're almost like a different doll, honestly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but I thought that was interesting. Somebody, it's sort of a reaction video. What did you think?
I like her.
Yeah, we like her too. So, what do you think? In the comments, let us know. What do you think about Middie dolls? Do you have any? You thinking about getting any? But yeah, thanks so much for stopping by and spending a little dolly time with us. As usual, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful dolly day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.